Episode 2. In the previous episode, we read the entirety and then analyzed and translated through here. For this one, we'll read the remainder and analyze and translate. Asi de hoide en men to okeano bretanon tu pleanos merus. Dia de ton Herakleon stelon estain detain thalasan espleonti tekai epi tasatas stelas. Peripleonti nason arcusi passon, ca eperon, hosai cathekusin epi ten thalasan. Now a quick review. The Roman Affairs of Appian, an introduction. As I was beginning, arkomenos, sungraphein, to compose this Roman history or investigation, I thought or considered hegasamein, I considered it necessary to set out in order, protoxai, the regions, tus horus, of howsoever many nations the Romans rule over. Arcusi taking the genitive here, and protoxai we might translate as set out in order or delineate, perhaps. And, he says, these are as follows. Asi de hoide, this is the masculine plural nominative from hoda, hede, tode, and it has a reference to what comes after. And these are as follows. First, that's the men, in the region of ocean, ento okeano, here's the preposition with the dative, they rule over, we're supplying arcusi from the previous sentence, they rule over tu pleus merus, the greatest part of the Britons, Bretanon. This, of course, would be Britannorum in Latin, Britannorum. They rule over the greatest portion of the Britons. And then he changes the construction a little bit. He says, and through the Heraclean pillars, the stulae, the Heraclean pillars, that's the Straits of Gibraltar, toward the sea, eistain detain thalasan, toward that sea, meaning the Mediterranean. And here is the variation on construction. He has this form espleonti. This is S or ace pleo. I wrote a terminal sigma there and probably shouldn't have. Ace pleo, to sail toward or to sail into. It can also be spelled this way, S pleo. There I got my proper non-terminal sigma. And this form, this participle here, is masculine singular and dative. So from the perspective of the one sailing, that's espleo, sailing through the Pillars of Hercules and toward that sea, meaning the Mediterranean, that's the te, and now he's going to pick up again this same construction, but now with variation of pleo, namely peripleo. And from the perspective of the one sailing around. So here we have masculine singular dative, ace pleo, to sail toward, and peripleo, and sailing around, epi tas autos stelas, those same pillars. Autos here, this is the adjective autos. When it's used in the attributive position, that is following a definite article, it means the same. It is the Latin idem. Toward those same pillars, they rule, arcusi, the Romans, nason passon, all of the islands. And this, of course, genitive for those whom they rule, as passon, and they rule over the mainlands, however many encircle or lie around that sea, meaning the Mediterranean, what the Romans called Mare Nostrum, our pond. Here's the extent of Roman rule in Appian's lifetime.